Hi friends, Mrs. Gorm here again. See, it's me. So I'm starting to figure some things out with technology. So pretty soon I will be able to actually show you my face and do things. So today we're working more with our article about beaches. So I want to kind of remind us of our focus words. Our first word is pollution, something that's introduced into the environment that is dirty, unclean, or has a harmful effect. So I know when I've been walking down the street, sometimes I'll see pollution or litter out on the road, and that's really concerning to me because that has a harmful effect on our environment. All right, our focus for this, just kidding. Our focus for this is, how is Sasha making a difference? All right, so today we are going to be trying out a new strategy, okay? And I thought this strategy seemed really neat because it helps us to really focus in on what's important, which is really hard when you're reading a text. So the reason we're doing this is so that we can figure out which text details are important and our purpose for reading. So we know our purpose is, how is Sasha making a difference, right? This is our purpose, our focus. All right, so now we want to figure out which details help us to go into figuring out that purpose. So you can use key details to help you remember what you learned from a source, and then to use that source to compare to other sources and to think critically about why the author wrote or created this source. So when you're reading, you can ask yourself questions like, what is my purpose for reading? Am I reading to answer a question, to learn new information, to identify details? And then what are words or phrases or bits of information that help me respond to my purpose, okay? You may have to use your knowledge about the world and how sources work to help you. All right, so this is called the PASTA strategy. The PASTA strategy, okay? How many of you guys have made pasta with mom or dad or grandma or grandpa or aunt or uncle and had to use a colander? So a colander helps to hold the pasta in, but it gets rid of all the extra stuff. Okay, so here's a picture of some. So the colander helps the important stuff stay in it, but all the water that we don't need goes out. So all we're left with are the noodles, right? So what we're doing is kind of like that. We are reading a text and we're going to get rid of all the water, the extra stuff that we don't need, so we can focus in on only the important stuff that goes with our question. All right, so I'm going to kind of model this for you guys for a little bit, and then you're going to get a chance to try this one out on your own. All right, she's only 10 and already making a big difference in cleaning up the beaches. Wow, so even 10-year-olds can make a big difference. Sasha Olson took a trip to Vietnam and Japan with her family in 2019. All right, so I'm thinking about that. Does that help answer my focus question of how is she making a difference? No, that doesn't. So I'm not going to underline that. That's not important for me. Japan and Vietnam are countries in East Asia. That doesn't go with my purpose either. She was upset over pollution in the ocean. Well, that kind of tells me why she was upset, why she needed to make a difference. So I think I'm going to underline that. Upset over pollution in the ocean. She saw dying sea animals. Yeah, that tells me why she wanted to make the difference, why she wanted to change things, right? We went on this trip and I was so excited, said Sasha. That doesn't really help me. She is 10 years old and lives in Bal Harbour, Florida. But when I saw the way the oceans had become, I got upset. I think this last sentence, when I saw the way the oceans had become, I got upset, that kind of tells me the reason. That gives me her purpose for reading. So I'm going to underline that. And I'm even going to annotate this, and I'm going to say her purpose. So all the things that I've identified so far are really her purpose for reading, right? Or not reading, her purpose for doing this. All right, too many germs. Back at home, she got more concerned. She learned that some of the beaches in South Florida had been closed by the health department. So I think there's some key words in there that I want to remember. I want to remember beaches and closed by the health department. The water had too many germs. Yeah, I think that goes back to it. Goes back to why She wanted to make a difference. Why? She wanted to help clean up the beaches, right? Sasha asked for help from her cousin Narmina Aliev. Aliev is 23 years old. That doesn't really help me with my purpose. That gives me information about a person and people are important, but that doesn't really help me understand how she's making a difference. So I'm not going to underline that right now. They started a group called I Want My Ocean Back. Well, the group is how they're making the difference. So I think I want this part. I want to remember this part. The group started small. Friends got together to clean up beaches in Bal Harbour. I think this part, just the clean up beaches, that's important because that's what they did. So I've gone through here now, and I've gone from all of these sentences down to just a few. Upset over pollution in the ocean, dying sea animals, but when I saw the way the oceans had become, I got upset. Beaches closed by health department, water had too many germs, started a group called I Want My Ocean Back, clean up beaches. Now I've kind of shrunk down this whole first page of this article into just a couple of sentences. I've gotten rid of all the extra water and I've only got my noodles left. So now on this page, it's going to be your guys' turn. All I want you to do is to do this section. Do not do this part down here. Just do this section, okay? And I want you to read through this section of this article, and I want you to underline or highlight information that you think is important to remember, okay? What is the noodles of this passage? Then post it onto Class Kick so I can see.